So when triglycerides, cholesterol, and trans fats started to give all fats a bad name, the low-fat diet craze was born. Now, food companies are not dumb, and they realized that by removing fat from their food items, they would lose some of the good taste. So they replaced the fat with a form of sugar, which usually tastes good, and it was usually in the form of high-fructose corn syrup. Now, this stuff is everywhere: sodas, yogurts, cookies, pastries, you name it. I'll do another post on high-fructose corn syrup in the future, so I won't say too much about it now, but since it is such a culprit behind so many health issues, I feel like I should just say a little bit in this post too. So what exactly is high fructose corn syrup? You probably know all of this already, but it is a form of fructose, but it is manufactured, not natural. And it is cheap to manufacture, so food companies absolutely love it. They also love it because it helps food items have longer shelf lives. So when you think about it, isn't that a sign right there that it isn't good for you? As far as I know, most foods that are good for us go bad. Also, high fructose corn syrup is not metabolized like other sugars. Unlike other types of sugars which get sent to the muscles, organs, and other parts of the body after they are consumed, high fructose corn syrup is sent directly to the liver. If you know a little bit about physiology, the main purpose of the liver is to detox the bad stuff. So there you have it. High fructose corn syrup gets sent directly to the liver. The liver reacts to high fructose corn syrup by generating new fat cells, and even uses it as a building block for triglycerides. Research also shows that high fructose corn syrup also causes too much insulin production, which eventually leads to something called insulin resistance, which is something that causes our bodies to be less effective at lowering blood sugars. Also, insulin resistance leads to the brain no longer recognizing the production of leptin, which is a hormone that tells us when we feel full. This all might help explain why you may notice that you do not feel satiated after eating junk food. Physiologically, there is an explanation. After you eat enough foods with high fructose corn syrup, your brain will actually turn off the process that tells you when you are full, and you will keep reaching for more and more food. Most low-fat or reduced-fat foods will contain some form of manufactured sugar. If it's not high fructose corn syrup, it'll be something that behaves similarly in the body. Like I mentioned in the last post, research shows that there is a correlation between low-fat diets and the rise in obesity levels in the US. So basically, while Americans have been eating less fat, we have been getting fatter. Okay, enough about the bad news. Let's talk about some good news for a change. So if a low-fat diet is not the key to good health, that must mean that fats are not so bad for us after all. In fact, they can contribute to good health. Yay! For now, let's just do some quick bullet points to show how many parts of the body good fats can actually help. They can help the heart. They can also help the cells, the nerves, and believe it or not, our brains are composed of 60% fat, and therefore fats are essential for good brain function. Good fats can also help the lungs, eyes, and our digestive and immune systems. Okay, so this has been a lot of information for now. Part 3 will pick up from here and go into a bit more detail on some of the benefits of good fats, and then I'll go on to describe which fats are actually good for us. Thank you for listening.